Thank you so much for inviting me to this Global Ayurveda Conference and to felicitate, share the views, my views, as well as the views of our organization, Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, regarding Vision 2030. Let me, as the National Secretary for Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, introduce what our organization does. So Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad is a collective platform of Vaidyas, Ayurveda doctors, teachers, students, product manufacturers of Ayurveda, farmers, herbal farmers who are growing herbs, and of course Ayurveda lovers, so that they can come together on a platform for the main objective to develop a sense of devotion and integrity, and of course self-respect towards Ayurveda and Ayurveda practice. So that is basically the main goal of the organization. We have a very large network all over the country in 28 states and union territories of India. We have a full-fledged organizational network there. And we are working very closely with Ayurveda colleges, with institutes, with universities, with Ayurveda practitioners, different herbs manufacturers, and of course, traditional farmers, and like in Uttarakhand or in the central parts of India, in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, with the herb collectors who are instrumenting, there are some tribals who are collecting herbs from the forest and delivering them to the trade for trade purposes. So this organization has a very elaborate mandate. That is why, that's our vision is also that we create an integrity and self-respect and self-confidence among Ayurveda practitioners, particularly in northern and eastern part of India, where unfortunately as of now, a lot of Ayurveda graduates end up practicing modern medicine. Yes, its situation, I would say that it's a little better in south of India, but we working all over the country so that we encourage students, bring them confidence, so that once they go into the real world, they are able to practice pure Ayurveda treatments in their practice with confidence and with integrity. So this is one important aspect. Others, working with the teachers all over the country so that the level of education can be improved, the integrity, the relationship between the teachers and the students can be improved, and there could be, this old Vedic times respect between the Guru Shishya Parampara, that also can be revived. So the Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad is very closely working on those aspects. Our vision for 2030 also in this respect, working with the government as well as that we are requesting the Government of India, particularly the Ministry of AYUSH, that we should open an Ayurveda university in each and every state and union territory of India. We should also open an Ayurveda Institute of Medical Sciences like, AIYA, like we have in Delhi here, in each and every state of India. So these will become kind of, like a central hospitals, institutes or premier institutes where we can feel pride about, as well as give a lot of opportunity for our graduates, for our Ayurveda fraternity to do research, to do a lot of field work that can be achieved, and that is the requirement of the day also in Ayurveda. The other aspects, what we want is modernization of Ayurveda without affecting the integrity and the basic principles of our knowledge of our texts, by utilizing modern equipments and techniques. And that, of course, for that, we have been very much speaking about it in most international platforms that Ayurveda practitioners should work in the field of research together with scientists, chemists, technocrats, biologists, also with software professionals, as well as modern medicine doctors. Now, why I say this is because that when, this notification from CCIM came about allowing surgery or certain procedures, 58 procedures of surgery for Ayurveda practitioners or Ayurveda surgeons, I would say. At that time, there is a whole opposition from IMA, this premier body of allopathic practitioners. So we as Vish Ayurveda Parishad opposed the IMA viewpoint and supported the government in passing this or allowing the Ayurveda practitioners to legally do surgeries in 58 different procedures. But at that time, we were speaking on different platforms, and we mentioned, that even in allopathic medicine, all the surgeries or the procedures developed or that are existing today are not developed by just allopathic doctors. No, they were developed by a pool of scientists, possibly physicists, even people working in NASA, in ISRO, in nuclear physics, nuclear laboratories, software professionals, IT professionals. They all worked together and brought in new technological methods to develop the most sophisticated of the equipments, the most sophisticated of technologies, which is widely accepted all over the world. But if we as Ayurveda practitioners also start working with a vision on 2030 towards modernizing Ayurveda medicine, be it even it is in medicine form or it is any surgery or any procedures vis-a-vis Ayurveda, without compromising on the integrity and the basic principles of Ayurveda, I think we will be able to present this age-old ancient science, which is our national heritage, all over the world in a very proud way. So this is a very important aspect which we, myself, as well as we at Vish Ayurveda Parishad feel very strongly about. Even the development of plant-based analgesics, anesthetics, like drugs for anesthesia, they can also be developed with minimal side effects or absolutely what we call better than what the world is using in these days. Research documents by Ayurveda doctors, especially research scholars, should be published in prominent journals globally. And I think I should take this opportunity to all our audience of this Global Ayurveda Conference that we should be more receptive towards the research or publishing papers by our Ayurveda research scholars, our postgraduate scholars, so that they can be published, they can be felicitated to be published internationally. We all talk about medical tourism, Ayurveda tourism. I think Kerala takes pride in being a premier state for that. I think importance and benefits of Panchkarma treatments needs to be propagated all over the world. Modernization of PK clinics with proper hygiene, cleanliness, and hospitality should be made mandatory. And this is very important that, our science is beautiful, people love that, but if there is no hygiene, cleanliness is lacking, if hospitality is lacking, then of course, what is happening in today's world is that all this is being transferred to the hotel industry. It's no harm in going to the hotel industry, but it should not be hijacked by them. In fact, Ayurveda Vaidyas and doctors should collaborate with tourism industry or with hotels and work together to create a proper modern Ayurveda clinics or health centers without compromising, again, the integrity and the basic principles of Panchkarma treatment. So the control should be in the hand of a Vaidya or in the hand of an Ayurveda doctor instead of a hospitality manager who is running a particular spa or a health center or a hotel anywhere in the world. So this is very important key, and we should take it as a vision document for the upcoming years up to 2030. This is one of the key areas where we as India can also generate a lot of foreign currency, what we call in trade terms, for our country. Ayurveda nutrition, pathya apathya. We all know about that. It is, I think, Ayurveda is the only science where we have been talking about diet control, pathya, apatya, ahar, vihar, all these things. But unfortunately, it is not being practiced as often as it should be. So there should be a lot of emphasis on Ayurveda nutrition. We should develop a lot of young graduates of Ayurveda should start in their practice and develop their credentials, or I would say as their specialty towards Ayurveda nutrition. They can become world-renowned nutritionists. And we all know, even a lot of nutritionists all over the world, they take clue from Ayurveda text, and they are very famous all over the world. But Ayurveda practitioners who holds the key to all these things are lagging behind, unfortunately. So that is one aspect that should be part of the vision document 2030. Prakriti Pariksha, know your body type. This again should be included in the vision. I think as I would suggest, we have examples in Delhi here where with the organization like Bharatiya Dharohar, we have been working, opening 2 clinics, exclusive clinics for Prakriti Pariksha. Now, what they are doing is that they have a module developed by CCRAS, Govt of India, Ministry of AYUSH, and that module, it's like an 1 hour long module where a Vaidya sits together with a patient and have a questionnaire also with pulse reading and do a Prakriti Pariksha, a full body type analysis of a person. And that is, I think, very helpful for that particular person to know your body so that they can, of course, in their whole remaining life, can behave, eat, and do all the ahar vihar according to their body type. It's not that they have to be controlled by this whole aspect, but at least they can be careful. And since Ayurveda plays a very important and significant role in preventive medicine, and not only preventive medicine, but also in preservation of youthfulness or preservation of the health, which is one of the basic principles, I think both Ayurveda nutrition and Prakriti Pariksha can play a key role in this aspect. So going forward with 2030 vision, I think all these things we should all collectively work on all global platforms. Yes, as a managing director for Bliss Ayurveda, I have been traveling to more than 50 countries all over the world, and I have been working very closely with doctors, with chiropractors, with therapists in countries of Europe, US, and Russia, CIS. And there is an increasingly demand, and in fact, they are looking towards us, specifically in the post-COVID environment, where they are looking towards Ayurveda as the answer for future medicine. And 2030 is 9 years ahead of us. And I think in these 9 years, we as Ayurveda fraternity should come together collectively to different platforms, conferences, seminars, whatever way we can do, working together with also Ministry of AYUSH under the able leadership of Vaidya Rajesh Kotechaji, who is working really very intensely to bring Ayurveda to its forefront, so that we can fulfill this vision of Ayurveda becoming as the premier system of medicine, not only in India, but all over the world. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope we will get a chance together with Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, not only in Kerala, we have a very good effective unit in Kerala and all other states of India, so that whatever help is required, please feel free to contact us. Thank you so much. Namaste.